congratulations on an awesome season. It was really epic. What was your reaction when you saw how the season was going to be playing out?
How the hell are we going to get out of this? That was the first thought, was like, how is it ending? Because when Steve said that the world was collapsing within itself, or something was going to start that was going to make, that it deals outside of manpower, I was like, how in the world are we just going to sit down and pray? Like, that was...
I was confused for most of the season while we were filming. Because of the pandemic, we actually had to rejig the schedule multiple times, and we were shooting bits from episode 4 and then a bit from episode 8 and a bit from episode 2, and I was just like, where are we for half the time? But then to sort of see it all come together on the screen, and I was like, oh wow, it worked. Somehow it worked.
That's true. We were shooting, like, the first day was like we shot something from episode 4.
Yeah, exactly.
It's true.
Your team's good, but I don't think you're better than me. I ended the world twice, and you're just meat and spandex.
The transition that Victor has at the very beginning of the season is really, really remarkable, really powerful. What was your reaction when you either read those scripts or saw how it came together?
I remember just making sure I was off book, because it was such a powerful scene, and I was like, I just need to make sure I give it as much effort as I can, because I felt like it was part of history, TV history at least, of being able to give justice a certain theme. And in the end, I was just really excited, and especially how they were handling it. I was so excited to actually be able to be a part of it.
What was the energy like on the day?
It was fun. It was light, at least we weren't thinking like, oh my God, it wasn't until Cheryl Dunier said, just so you guys know, you guys are part of a moment in history, just so you guys know. And it was like, oh yeah, but because, Elliot has been Elliot to us since since I met him. So it was kind of just, just going and doing a scene.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, as I said, really, really beautiful. You could feel the love coming through. It radiates in those moments.
Yeah.
Justin, what was it like for you to play this version of Ben? Evil Ben, bad Ben, what are we calling him?
Don't judge, sir. Don't judge. Misunderstood Ben is what it is.
Misunderstood Ben.
Everybody else could see Ben, right?
Yeah, and he's a complete dickhead.
They're all dickheads. Dickheads who can fight.
Next person to say dickhead is getting a punch to the throat.
Dickhead.
It was a blast. I think as an actor, you're always hoping for challenges and hoping to be stretched. And I don't think I could have been more stretched than with the season to play a sort of totally different version of this character who I had known for 2 seasons, and to sort of prep for it both physically and vocally was a lot of fun. And of course, to be able to finally act alongside some of my co-stars who I've known for 2 seasons but never got to really be in scenes with was a lot of fun as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. David, this season you got your character doesn't have a son, but kind of has a son, which is a pretty, what fantastic performance that young man gave. Javon, he's incredible in Euphoria. He's a fantastic boxer. Like, what was it like spending time with him? Talk to me about that experience of working with him.
Oh, he was so humble and so excited and so curious, and he really worked hard, and he would beat himself up, at times we were doing scenes, and it was, pulling him to the side and be like, dude, like, you're doing great, because he's just so like, it just needs to feel right. And, bonding with him outside of the set was something that I really, really enjoyed. Like, we would do boxing on the weekends, and watching his skill as a boxer. I mean, he shows up to set and he's a kid, but when he boxes, you're like, oh, he can beat a man up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you like, Diego's had like a bunch of action scenes. Did he ever like go, hey man, just you're not turning your fist over enough. You really want to make it. It looks good. We want to make it look a little better.
Yeah, no, he never, he was so humble that he never said that, but he would say like,
He was probably thinking it.
yeah, he would like, came up to me, he's like, I could probably beat your ass, he said. And I was like, you probably could. And I was like, yeah.
Great. Yeah, thank you for that. What was it like shooting the Footloose scene? There's been dance numbers in the past, but like this, I feel like raised the bar on it. It was so good.
Yeah, talk about your experience.
It was terrifying. It was terrifying for me as someone who can't and never dances. It was incredible for people like David, who loves to dance and is very skilled at it. But it was a lot of fun. I mean, it was the first big set piece that we all filmed together with both the sparrows and the umbrellas. And it was this kind of real bonding experience through the rehearsal process and then finally being able to film on the day. I don't think I could ever listen to Footloose ever again because, it's just, don't. Yeah.
No. I just remember like just thinking while we were rehearsing, just thinking of my mom saying like, move your hips, use your hips.
And again, shout out to our incredible choreography team headed by John, because like he really worked with us and like figured out ways to move our bodies in ways that I don't think any of us thought was possible.
You make me feel exactly right.
Sure.
Like a natural woman.
When we jumped here, we created a time paradox. Our little paradox brought forth a freaking Kugelblitz.
What the hell is a Kugelblitz?
Essentially, we're screwed.
When we finally get to the end of the season and it seems like the universe is saved and reset, when everybody comes through the door, it seems like no one has any powers. What can you tell me about where this heads in the next season? What do you want to see for your characters as they sort of head off into the world as normal, powerless people?
Dude, I just had this idea, and I kind of wish that like, because of this missing of not being able to use knives, that he ends up being some sort of taquero, like trying to work at a taco place, in Mexico. And him just trying to like, really he's angry. He's trying to chop up the meat, in Mexico City, like just something like that where he's just trying to relive his best moments, like an Al Bundy.
And Ben works at a sushi restaurant. And every time he sees an octopus, he starts sobbing.
Well, we do have I think it's the coda in this, to the season of Ben. I think it's Ben on a train reading a book, right? What can you tell me about this? Can you give me any insight into this?
I would love to. Unfortunately, I don't know much. That scene was completely shot in secrecy and mystery. So I don't really know where that version of Ben is and what he's doing. I do know that he's in Korea. Mm-hmm. And that's about it.
Yeah. It's funny because he does know, but he's just so well at keeping information. And that's the scary part.
Right? I mean, I'm sure you just don't lie to me.
Come on, don't lie.
Don't lie to me.
Don't lie to me either. Tell me the truth.